It was a dramatic finish for a Rio Rancho cross-country runner at this year's state championships. He collapsed during the last steps of the race, and what his family heard from their doctor now has them raising the question of whether runners should be wearing masks in competition. News 13's Chris McKee has that story.
With COVID in mind, for the first time, masks were a must for all high school runners in this year's cross-country state championship.
Those kids were mask wearing and ran, very long miles at a high intensity and were able to compete at a high level.
But at least one of those seniors running, Adam Donaldson, feels differently about his performance.
I was worried I wasn't going to make it to the end.
A 5-year runner who competed in the 2019 cross-country state championship, Adam collapsed at the finish line of this year's state competition, something that's never happened to him.
Even though pushing as hard as I can, I just started slowing down more and more. I realized I'm going to fall. I got super dizzy. I was losing my balance and I could feel my legs almost giving out under me every step.
The Rio Rancho athlete was taken to the hospital with difficulty catching his breath.
Just horrified. It was absolutely horrifying watching, that's not characteristic of him at all. It was scary looking to see him running that way.
While he's trained with masks in the past, Adam wore a disposable one like this for his race.
I don't feel like I'm getting enough air. I could, under the mask, I could feel warmer air, like maybe some of my breath was staying behind.
His family says Adam got an inhaler for asthma in 6th grade, but he's never really needed it. Blood work following Adam's collapse showed problems, according to the family's pediatrician.
He did say it was a problem with his breathing. It was too much carbon dioxide, lack of oxygen. He had a little bit of elevated liver enzymes. He had a high red blood count.
Adam's family believes the mask was a factor in his collapse.
I feel like the mask mandate for running outdoors needs to be rethought.
Chris McKee, KRQE News 13.
The NMAA says the mask policy tied to competition is ultimately a rule from the state's medical experts. The organization says it is not pushing for any changes to the policy at this point.